And we're live.
Why are you making that face? Anyways, I was watching a movie last night called Bloodshot with Vin Diesel, and
I like him.
I started doing
I
it.
like him sometimes.
No, it's great. Okay, because like I realized as I was like criticizing this movie, there was a lot I could ignore because it was Vin Diesel.
Okay.
Like they gloss over the fact that his wife dies at one point. All right, so spoiler alert if you haven't watched this movie.
Was it called Bloodshot, you said?
Yeah.
Bloodshot? Okay.
And like I was like, okay, let's see what this is about. So because I saw a bunch of commercials and trailers for it, I was like, I kind of want to
Never
watch
heard of it.
this. And so yeah,
I didn't even know Vin Diesel makes movies anymore.
Yeah, he still does. The only reason I heard of it was Facebook.
I thought he just produces movies now.
I know because this came out 2020.
Because his last, the last Riddick movie was entirely him.
Yeah.
Like he paid for it and everything.
And then he still does the what is that?
Triple X.
No.
Didn't he do another Triple X movie?
I think he did, but I don't know.
It probably bombed.
Probably.
Because the only one I think that did well was the first one. I've never seen any of them.
Yeah, there's 3 of them right now. I think there's the first one, and then the second one was without him entirely.
Yep, and then
I'm pretty sure
he came back for the third one. Yeah,
dude, but you could tell he's old. Like it's weird because like he still looks like Vin Diesel with bald head and all that nonsense, but like it's somewhere in his eyes where I was looking at him, I was like, man, you are getting old. Like just like the wrinkles, the crow feet, and all that nonsense. I was like, okay, but.
Yeah, compared to what he looked like back in Pitch Black.
Oh yeah, dude, he looks young. Like after like comparing shots, I was like, holy crap, he is
Where
old.
some people like Tom Cruise seem to age backwards.
Yes, seriously. Stop it, Tom. Anyways, but no, I was watching it and I was just like, okay, I'm being biased towards this movie because it was literally Vin Diesel. All Vin Diesel movies, I thoroughly enjoy. I can poke plot holes and like holes throughout the whole movie, and I'll be like, great movie. Just absolutely great movie. And that's what happened last night. Because I was like, there was this moment where like he's like, I don't remember anything. And then the person was like, yeah, no one was here to claim your body. And he was like, oh. And he's like, and the guy was clearly was about to be like, hey, this is what's going on. And then another character kind of interrupted and was like, blah, 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 blah. No one knows you. It doesn't matter. You're nobody. And then he's like, okay. So then they start repeating the scenes and start doing some weird. It's a weird movie. It's a freaking weird movie, okay? And like, okay. So I don't want to actually give away anything because I think it'd be fun for you to watch it. I think it'd be fun for other people to watch it because it's one of those like for me. I was like, I want to watch it and see how much I get right. Which, by the way, was 90% of that movie. There's a few things that.
Oh, you're talking about like how we did with the Gray?
Yeah.
Where it's like, all right, what's gonna happen next? Like, who's gonna die next? And we called every single death.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't it 6 people, and we called them in order?
Yeah, because it makes the most sense.
Yeah, it was like this is logical and great movie, fantastic movie.
Amazing
Still
movie.
love the Gray.
There was a scene though that really made me laugh, which again, if I was an actual critic, I would have been like, yeah, you could tell clearly that he forgot his line. Like it's the line that the character says to him before. Is like this guy's clearly having a monologue moment, talking, and then like he pauses and looks at Vin Diesel, and then he just screams, just blah 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 blah, just whatever his line is. It was like, I feel like the other guy's a better actor because I've seen him in other stuff, and he always plays a villain, and he's fantastic at it.
Yeah,
but like that guy would just continue his line as if that Vin Diesel didn't just fuck up hard, and like because. If that wasn't a fuck up, the writers need to be fired for that line because it didn't make sense. Like the line was like.
Then what? Why would you leave that?
Yeah.
Is Vin Diesel at the point where he's like, I only do one take, and it's like, Vin, you forgot your line. No, roll with it.
Yeah, that's probably why they left it because it was like, well, that's what we have for the shot because like. The guy was talking about, like, I brought you to this spot because this is the best way to talk to you. And then he was like, but you're the reason I'm this way. It's you. It's just like, yeah, but he wasn't talking about that at this. Like, he was leading up to that. So clearly there had to have been another line that, like, Vin Diesel would, like, interject here. And then it would have gotten to the dude finishing his monologue. And then Vin Diesel should have said whatever he was saying. But it was
because it was written by Vin Diesel.
But it was just a jump, a hard jump without any actual cutting. That's why I was like, he forgot his line. He had to have forgot because it was silence, them staring at each other, Vin Diesel clearly getting angry, like, and then it's like, I I don't think you should have been saying that here. Now, I could be entirely wrong, but when you watch the movie, I think you'll see what I'm talking about. Because it's literally one of those hard moments where you're like, that didn't flow. There's no
Right.
flow. There's
Yeah.
nothing to this movie.
Unlike the professional quality level stuff that we make, where everything is clearly natural.
Natural. Well, why did you say it like that? It's okay. We both suck at acting. I mean, I suck way worse, but...
I'm not going to say I suck at acting, but I will say I'm not good at acting.
All right, fair enough.
I feel like that's a more positive way of saying it.
Oh, no, I look at my acting and I'm like, and I wanted to be an actor at some point in time.
Oh,
But
you could.
stage acting. I enjoyed
could.
that way more than camera.
I like stage acting too.
Now, granted,
I think the main thing that would improve both of us if we actually had a script.
oh yeah, that probably helps so we could practice it and, you know, get our stuff down instead of just on the fly. Because you made me do that freaking monologue at the beginning.
Yeah, like 3 times.
Dude, that was
5
hard.
times.
It was 5 times. Like, I had to try and remember everything. And as I was doing it, I started remembering what I wanted to say. And it's like, okay.
But that's kind of if you actually could do it that way, where you're like, yeah, I know what I'm supposed to say, but I don't remember until you start saying the words, then it'll come across like a natural thought.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's true, but I'd rather just practice it till it comes
Yeah.
off naturally.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you on that.
But that was my movie. I want to do a review on that. Actually, at some point in time, I want us to have a Vin Diesel.
I was actually going to suggest that. I wasn't going to interrupt you though, but I was actually going to suggest whenever we get around to doing commentaries, we're obviously going to start with Pitch Black and Chronicles.
Of course, like
Uh,
such great movies.
but from there,
wait,
can
are we
go
gonna
ahead-
skip? We're gonna skip that middle one, right?
the animated one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that we should. Like, I don't know a lot of people who actually know.
Like, I'd still be willing to watch it just so that we might have more stuff to say while doing commentary on the Chronicles movie.
Yeah.
To be like, yeah. But at the same time, maybe only one of us should. One of us should watch it and have it fresh on their mind so that one person is like, I'm giving you commentary from the perspective of like, this is literally a straight sequel. And it's like, well, those little things that make no sense were explained in this other thing that you haven't seen.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Okay.
You know? So
I mean,
it's like,
we both have watched that.
We
so
both have watched it.
which one would rather watch that again?
I don't care.
All right, I'll watch it because I actually enjoyed all 3 of them.
Okay. That'd be better for me.
All right,
I would have watched it if you didn't want to, but I really didn't want to.
I'll watch it.
Not that it was bad.
No, it's just
but
it's a rough one. It's rough because sequels are
the
always
pacing
rough.
was very strange, and then I
didn't like the art style.
The
art style was weird.
It was trying too hard to be anime without being anime.
Yeah, but that's a lot of American.
Yeah, I don't know.
cartoons. Are ours considered animes as well, or are they just considered cartoons?
I don't know. Ask a weeaboo.
Yeah, I don't understand the real difference. Besides, like, I think
Is
anime.
that what they're called, or is it just a weeb? I've heard both terms.
It depends
I don't
on
know.
what
Is
are you-
one endearing and one's mean?
I don't know what exactly you're trying to specify for them. Like, I think a weeaboo in a weeb is a person who just enjoys anime and like primarily watches it. Where I think, if I'm not mistaken, a weeaboo is a person who's like into
Where's
the.
Doggo?
Doggo, under table.
I freaking let her inside with me.
I walked in, grabbed, and
And
threw
she
my
came
thing out,
back.
and she came out with me. But like a weeaboo, if I'm not mistaken, is someone who just like kind of stays inside, never comes out. So like a weeb is like an American version, but like not as.
Hold on, no,
Dedicated.
that's a neat. A neat.
N-E-E-T.
Yeah, N-E-E-T. A neat.
I've
That's someone
heard-
who
I've
never
heard-
goes outside.
I've also heard them called weeaboos
I
in
thought,
animes.
I don't know, man. I
I
don't know.
don't
thought-
understand the rules
I
for
thought
them.
weebs were the like.
Because weeb is clearly an American one.
I thought weeb was the same way that you say that guy's a wigger. Right?
I can
I thought
see.
that's what the weeb was, where the weeb is like, wow, you really are trying to appropriate the culture of Asia, the Eastern culture.
Yeah, but that's specifically for Americans. That do, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I thought.
But then a weeaboo can't be just a person in Japan who's like super Asian or super Asian.
You can't have a super Asian that's also super Asian.
But no, like that's like, I don't know. I don't see the thing. Like, if you really want to watch anime in Japan, I don't see you being a weeaboo because they also watch a ton of anime. Like, it's part of their culture in the sense of like, that's how where their exports comes from as well as just really weird game shows.
Yeah.
Really freaking weird games. I feel like, do they have normal things? Like,
Do
after
they have
watching
normal things?
Yeah, after watching Gintama, who makes fun of their whole culture as a general rule, Gintama makes fun of their culture, and then like after reading some of it and having to look some of it up because I didn't understand the jokes.
Yeah,
it was like, do you actually do things that aren't anime-ish? Like, as a general rule, Japan. I wish we had fans from there.
I thought that Bonsai show was really cool. Unbreakable. Banduki? Unbreakable
What?
Bandukai? It was a game show, like, but it was basically like, because they had Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah, and then we tried to make a Ninja Warrior.
American Ninja Warrior.
It's trash compared to theirs.
Dude.
Because we have way too much safety regulations.
Dude, it was beautiful watching the American version versus theirs, and it's like, oh,
we're pansies.
This is cakewalk. And then like,
yeah,
because like
we're a bunch of pansies.
One of theirs came over and did ours, and just like
victory
over and over. And you're like, all right, yeah. Like when the same guy went over theirs and did his, and it was like, oh yeah, this is it.
It's an actual struggle.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not constantly making it where like other people were beating him, but because I think he was only like a 2-time champ on the American Ninja Warrior, and then came over here to ours. And it was like, let's see what this is about.
Wait, on Ninja Warrior is a 2-time champ?
Yeah.
That's a big deal, dude.
No, it's a big deal.
I think, I haven't kept up with it over the years, but the last I heard, there was only one person to ever beat it 3 times.
Yeah.
And then after that 3rd time, they made a few changes, and like since then, the new changes he's made, he hasn't been able to get past.
Yeah,
and it's like,
that's the best part, is they consistently are changing it, because they're like, oh, someone beat it?
Yeah.
What can we do to make it harder?
I think it's every time someone beats it.
Yeah.
If they beat it, they're like, now we're going to change this part. Now we're going to change this. Like, whenever they added the freaking, they call it the ladder climb. You know what I'm talking about? But it's literally, first off, you have to do something across water where it's like, you have to surf down a ramp and jump off before the water to grab a pole.
Yeah.
And then you have to use the same pole, pull it out and put it up in the next rung to climb your way to the top. And it's like 10, 15 times in a row.
Think about that, like, ugh!
Yeah.
That muscle required. You're like,
it's like, dude, are you serious?
Dude, I like the fact that a grocery store guy won. He's like, I own a grocery store. That's all I do.
No, you're talking about the gas station clerk.
Yes.
He was a clerk at a gas station and he won.
He's like, what do you do outside of this, man? Like, the prep required.
Dude, that dude. And then after he won, he freaking broke his foot. He broke his foot because they had the 3 walls that you had to lift.
Yeah.
And each one got progressively heavier. And that was, I think,
when they have to run under them and...
Yeah, boom, jump under, boom, jump under. And it came down as he was rolling underneath it and slammed into his foot, broke his foot, and then he almost finished the next one. Like, because that was like part 2, the 4 parts. And so he was like, no, I'm going to the 3rd part.
So I'm going to try to make it.
And then he made it 75% of the way through that with a broken foot.
I mean, the only other people I could see possibly doing
like, what the crap?
In America would be Navy SEALs.
Yeah. I could see some special forces people being able to pull it off.
Yeah, like actually trying to do that shit and possibly making it. But I don't know. That show is ridiculous. Anyways, we got hardcore off topic and start talking about American Ninja Warrior.
What topic are we on?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't know.
I thought that was the topic we were on.
Probably. It probably was just that.
Does Japan have
well, we
anything
jumped from
normal?
Vin Diesel to anime. We were talking about anime, and then I asked if Japan has anything normal.
Yeah, so I guess the ultimate question was, is American animation called anime? And I think I still think the answer is no. The answer is no. I think that's the universally accepted answer. But then you look at something like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Was that American?
Mm-hmm.
I never considered it anime.
Nickelodeon made it.
I still never considered it anime, though. But it was also a manga before that.
Was it? I thought it was a manga after.
Was it a manga afterwards?
I don't even think it was a manga. I think it was a comic.
Ooh. If that's the case, we did pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like...
Case.
That's why I'm saying, like, so where's the line drawn? And then what about the?
I think that's the real question though at the end.
Yeah,
How is the line drawn? Where is it drawn? And what does that make it?
Yeah,
Does it make it an anime or does it make it a
just
cartoon?
a cartoon? Is it just a cartoon, but like a really? Because like when I look at American animation, I think like
clearly remade it. Like that's the way I look at it. I'm like, well, this is clearly American.
Western. I should say Western. When I look at Western animation styles, you can tell the style.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at Eastern style, and you can tell the style. So whenever someone from the West copies the style from the East, is it not an anime? Because we're using we're copying the style of anime to try and make
more
a cartoon. I don't know.
I don't know. American.
That's why we need a weeb.
Western drawing is so weird in the sense
as much
of, like,
as we watch anime, which you watch way more than I do, but as much as we watch anime, we definitely need someone who is heavily invested in Eastern culture to answer these questions for us.
So
who do we
get
ask?
Kyle.
Yep, that's exactly. That's
Kyle.
He popped in my head too.
Yeah.
We need to ask Kyle. We got to make Kyle a guest appearance, man. We really do.
Dude, I would love for
that
him
would
to
be
a
really
guest.
interesting. We'll talk about a
We
lot
could
of
have
Power
him
Rangers.
and Caleb.
Yeah, we probably talk about a lot of Power
Caleb
Rangers.
can do the Power Rangers. Because Kyle's his older brother, it's so weird because I never considered it.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Right?
Yeah.
But because Kyle's his older brother, Caleb learned a lot too from Kyle, like about Japanese stuff and just games. Because like I'll talk to Caleb about games, and he's like, "Yeah, I played this one because Kyle mentioned it to me." He's like, "It's really good," and then he'll like go and divulge like where Caleb is still an American, like the way he dresses, the way he acts, everything. And then like Kyle really went deep into like Japanese culture. It's weird because like Caleb has that information.
That is weird.
But he just doesn't act like it
I don't
at
know if
all.
we've ever released the episodes he's on. No, we've released one for sure. But we were playing a game. And I don't know if we've released the episodes where we actually talked to him. And I gotta say, those were great.
Dude,
and
no.
we need to get around to releasing those, hopefully,
also
or
need to
just
get-
have him
I was
on
saying we need to
more
have
so that
him-
we can release the newer ones. Because
Did we have
it's
one?
rough for me to go back and be like, oh yeah, we never released this. I'm just not going to.
Yeah.
Like it's so far gone now. That
we could.
It's one of those like special episodes
I was
that
saying,
will
yeah,
be
we
released
can
in the
dig
future.
deep in the vault at some point in time and
exactly.
actually pull it out.
Yeah,
and
the
be like,
vault,
hey.
the Bear Thing Show vault. Yeah, we got a vault. Like Disney has a vault.
Oh, yeah.
Except we're not gonna like take the first episode and put it behind the vault for 10 years and then let it back out.
Are we not?
No.
Oh,
We're not gonna do that crap.
I thought we were just never gonna release it.
Yeah, exactly. We're just not gonna release the stuff that we.
Are we
haven't
gonna
released.
release it when like things get dire again? And we're gonna be like, we literally can't video because we can't go anywhere. And then they're like, oh wait, here's a video that we haven't released in a while.
I think it should be for like some sort of a special occasion,
Okay.
or even like a.
Ooh.
It could even be something where it's like a 5 or 10 year anniversary. I know I'm thinking way too far into the future here for this. But wouldn't it be kind of fun to release an unreleased video like 5 years in the future, except instead of releasing it just for people to watch, we release it on our show when we actually start doing it live.
Yeah.
We release it on our show and we watch it.
We watch it with them?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
The cringe.
I couldn't do it.
Exactly. Of being like, oh wow, we said that.
I mean, it'd probably be funny watching us do cringe at this.
Exactly.
But, like, I don't know if I could do it. It'd be hard. I'm not embarrassed. I embarrass myself more than anyone else can ever embarrass me, if that makes sense.
Well, I get that, but embarrassment is just if you choose to be embarrassed or not.
Oh, well, I'm willing to have this on there, so do I get embarrassed from that? See?
Exactly.
Like, that's the problem, because, like, other people have tried to embarrass me. I'm like, I don't give a crap what you do. Do you. But, like, then when I sit there and watch something that I've done, I'm like, ooh, that's... Like, today, I watched several videos that my friend and I put out for music.
Yeah.
And, the
I feel
balls
like
we had...
I feel like we should listen to a little bit of that
No.
on here.
The balls we had is ridiculous.
I'll link it in the description.
Oh, no.
Wait, is it on Facebook?
Yeah, it's
I
on-
don't have
you
the
can't link it in
ability
the
to
description.
link it.
I could
don't
copy it and send it to you.
You're not going to.
Oh, no.
I don't have Facebook, so I won't be able to find it.
I mean, those who are friends with me could find it.
Although we probably need to make a Bear Thing Show Facebook page.
That's what I was actually talking to Zach about the other day, is that we need to do a Twitter,
Yeah. And we need to...
Facebook.
We at least need to grab names on all this stuff, even if we don't use it, just so somebody doesn't try and make a mock account.
Well, I'll make the originals, and so in case if we start getting more people than we have, they can do whatever. Because, like, dedication page is perfectly okay. but like we need the originals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will you grab me a bar?
Like, so are you saying
Sure.
to literally?
So here's a scary thought.
Okay.
On a neighborhood app or next door app,
Yeah.
there was a gun stolen out of someone's truck.
2 questions.
Why is it left in your truck? And why isn't it locked?
Truck's a good spot.
Why isn't it locked? That's my question.
Yeah.
First off, and then secondly,
What's the neighborhood app?
This app for an app for their neighborhood that they're at.
What's the neighborhood app?
Think about it like the what's that called? Night's Watch. I want to say Night's Watch, but it's not. That's Game of Thrones. Thank you.
Neighborhood Watch?
Yeah, think about it as an actual neighborhood watch, but like you just
Come on.
have an app instead where it's like someone's like, hey, things are happening.
Is it like a Facebook group page?
No, because they get texts. So it's like an actual app for this location. Someone made an app for this area. Some neighborhoods do it. It's actually really helpful. And like you can put up your your videos that you have from your doorbells and shit like
the
that.
Nest.
Yeah, exactly. Like where you can
Ring.
literally just do like a neighborhood watch without ever actually having to leave your house.
That's cool.
Yeah, so like it's super. I think it's helpful in the sense of like
I don't actually think it's cool.
that's fine. I assume you didn't.
I don't think
But,
that's
like,
cool at all.
It's super helpful for if you live in a neighborhood like this where everyone's doesn't talk to each other but talks to each other.
We're just slowly turning into Europe, where there's gonna be cameras every 6 feet.
Isn't there cameras already, dude?
By choice, actually, which is what's
Yeah,
weird.
my
Instead of the
job,
government having to put them up,
my
everybody
job
in the freaking
is,
world
like,
seems to be like,
literally-
yeah, I want to have security cameras
consistently
everywhere.
hear people being like, I have the doorbell app, and I'm like, I don't care. I watched this happen, or no one ever came to my house, and I'm like, okay, and it's like, so like, can you stop, please, for the love of God? That is my foot. Anyway, sorry.
That dog.
Now my foot's cold. She stopped licking, and it's like, oh my God, it's wind.
Well, actually, I think that's on that note, we're gonna
Okay,
wrap
that's
this
fine.
one up, and we'll be back next week.
Or
You know?
tomorrow, or the day after.
Well, you know, I only upload on Tuesdays, and sometimes I forget and I put it up on Wednesday.
I thought, no, if you forget, you need to put it up on Thursdays. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays.
But if I forgot Tuesdays, why would I put it up on Thursday?
Because that's the time. That's the set time we did. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
But we never put anything up on Thursdays.
Thursdays are supposed to be for specials.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Since when?
That's what I decided, and that's what I thought we agreed upon. Granted, I never actually said those words, so probably it doesn't help. But I just assumed Thursdays were for specials.
So the Easter special I uploaded last Tuesday should have actually gone up 3 or 4 days earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, oops. So should I release an episode?
If we have another special on Thursday, you should release specials. Specials are Thursdays. Tuesdays is the regular show.
Oh, crap. Okay. So Easter special part 2 will actually be 10 days after Easter special part 1 because
When
I
are you
put it
gonna
up on a
release it?
Tuesday. And then that means on this Tuesday I'll put up a normal episode.
Yeah,
But
and
then
then
on Thursday
we
they'll get
put-
part 2
exactly.
of the. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so therefore
Okay.
specials are on Thursdays. It makes sense. It's just it doesn't make sense in the sense of like,
I
but
don't
we
think it makes sense.
but we consistently put things up on Tuesdays. So don't
Yeah.
put the specials up on Tuesdays
Okay.
because then that's just for the regular people who come in or want to be like,
Hey,
hey,
is this going to be Easter special part 3?
this?
Yeah. Because we did it's the shortest Easter special we've ever
When
done.
did Easter happen?
Sunday.
This past Sunday?
Yeah.
No, we've recorded since then, haven't we?
Yeah.
No.
And
no.
I made that the Easter special.
Oh my goodness! No,
Because we forgot to do it on Easter.
It wasn't even Easter that day. No wonder I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
I don't remember Easter half the time. I just know it shows up on a day.
Did you do anything for Easter? Because I didn't.
I
I worked all day.
I actually went shopping for Easter and called my family.
Well, that's good. I didn't even do that.
Yeah,
I worked and then was super freaking tired. My dad was like, "You want to come over for dinner?" And I was like, "No, I'm going to bed." And it was like
screw you,
8:30.
guy.
It was
Okay.
like 8:30.
I'm
I slept for 12 hours. It was glorious.
tired. Jesus,
I was tired.
I wish I could do that. All right.
Well, okay, so I wake up about 6 hours after I go to sleep. I always wake up, but I have the ability to just power through it, power through being awake to force myself back into sleep.
Dude, no, like I'll stay up and be like, I need to stay up this long to order to sleep, and then I'll stay up all fucking night. And by that point, I'm like, will I sleep? I've done that where it's like, I stayed up this long so I could go to sleep at a decent time. And then by that point, I guess the second wind hits, and my second wind seems to last a lot longer than other people's second wind, which is another 8 hours. So then it's like, okay, I'm up. Let's do this for the day.
Mm-hmm.
But all right. That's the end of the episode.
Yeah, that's the official goodbye.
Yeah, so you guys take care.
Bye.
Dude, if we had like a thing.
Bye. Oh wait, I got to do the what was I doing like this? At the
that little
start?
squint thing you were doing, like an old man.
All right, we're out.